One Sunday morning, Nand was having a conversation with his father while having breakfast. As they finished eating, he noticed his father searching through an old steel briefcase filled with files, passbooks, insurance documents, and envelopes. There were old fixed deposit receipts, insurance premium receipts, property papers, bank statements, investment certificates, pension documents, and even expired policies mixed together. After nearly 20 minutes, his father finally found the passbook. Nand pulled a chair beside his father. "Papa, can I ask you something?" "Of course." "If something unexpected happened tomorrow, would Mom know how many bank accounts you have? Would she know where the insurance policies are? And your investments?" "I don't think so." Nand and his father decide to create a master financial information register. By consolidating scattered documents into one structured record, they aim to ensure that all critical information, from bank accounts and investments to property and insurance, is easy to find and understand, providing peace of mind. While listing bank accounts, they discover a critical oversight. Some accounts have no nominees registered. Nand emphasizes that failing to designate a nominee can lead to unnecessary legal hurdles and stress for family members during an emergency, making nominee registration a vital step in financial planning. Nand helps his father check if nominee details can be updated online. Where online options aren't available, they plan to visit the bank branches to submit the necessary forms. Ensuring a nominee is registered for every account simplifies the process and provides easier access to funds for the family. Moving to fixed deposits, they find incomplete records and outdated information. The team focuses on updating passbooks and downloading the latest statements to clarify maturity dates and interest rates, which allows them to make informed decisions about renewing deposits or seeking better returns. By recording fixed deposit details in their master register, they can proactively track when deposits mature. This approach replaces passive renewals with informed planning, helping to ensure their savings remain aligned with their financial goals and continue to earn the best possible returns. After completing the section on fixed deposits, Nand opened a new worksheet in the Financial Information Register titled Insurance Policies. His father opened another folder and placed several policy documents on the table. There are so many of them. Life insurance, health insurance, accident insurance. I honestly don't remember which ones are still active. He began creating columns in the spreadsheet. Reviewing insurance policies reveals missing or outdated nominee information. They emphasize that keeping nominee details current is essential. Otherwise, family members may face significant delays and paperwork when trying to file a claim, complicating what should be a straightforward process. Beyond checking nominees, they verify premium due dates, payment methods, and contact details for insurance companies. Ensuring these policies are active, updated, and paid on time is critical for maintaining the promised protection, confirming that the policy remains a reliable support for the family. After completing the insurance policy register, Nand opened another worksheet in the Financial Information Register titled Health Insurance. Nand creates a dedicated worksheet for health insurance. By systematically capturing details like sum insured, coverage types, renewal dates, and network hospital information, they ensure they can easily access the necessary information when it counts, reducing stress in medical situations. Reviewing health insurance reveals overlapping policies. Nand and his father identify the better coverage and set renewal reminders to avoid missing deadlines. They also verify that contact information is updated with the insurer, ensuring they receive critical policy communications and reminders. They identify and document network hospitals near their home to prepare for potential emergencies. Understanding how to utilize their health insurance, including knowing where cashless treatment is available, ensures that the coverage effectively protects their savings when it is needed most. After completing the health insurance worksheet, Nan opened another tab in the Financial Information Register titled Term Insurance. He created a new worksheet with columns like policy number, insurance company, policy holder, nominee, and other important details. They recognize that life changes over 15 years mean their original coverage may no longer be adequate. Frequently reviewing the sum assured ensures that their protection remains aligned with the family's current financial needs. Nand continued, "A term insurance policy should provide enough financial support for the family if something unexpected happens. A cover that was sufficient years ago may not be adequate today." The review process continues by updating the nominee and ensuring contact details for the term insurance provider are current. They add these tasks as actionable items, recognizing that maintenance is just as important as the initial purchase for ensuring the policy fulfills its purpose. Nand explained, "That's another reason why periodic reviews are important. Life changes, marriage, children, retirement, and even changes in nominees. Your policy should always reflect your current family situation." Finally, they update the premium payment method to their active savings account to prevent any potential lapses. By maintaining active policies, correct information, and adequate coverage, they secure the family's future, completing a vital step in their comprehensive financial organization journey. He looked at his father and said, "Health insurance protects your family's savings during illness. Term insurance protects your family's financial future if you're no longer there to provide for them." His father closed the file with satisfaction. "Today, I finally understand that buying insurance isn't the end of the journey." Nand nodded. "It's the beginning of a responsibility that needs to be reviewed from time to time, so your family is never left unprotected." After completing the term insurance section, Nand opened another worksheet in the Financial Information Register titled Mutual Funds and Demat Accounts. Nand and his father transitioned to organizing mutual fund investments and demat accounts. They recognized that over the years, many small investments can become forgotten. By consolidating these details, they aim to regain full control and visibility over their entire portfolio. He created a new worksheet with details like investment type, AMC/company name, scheme name, folio number, and other important details. As they started entering the information, Nand noticed something unusual. "Papa, I can see statements from only 3 mutual funds. Are these all your investments?" His father thought for a moment. "I don't think so. I remember investing through another advisor many years ago, but I don't know where those documents are." Nand smiled. "Don't worry. Instead of searching through old files, we'll use your PAN to trace all your mutual fund investments." They logged into the mutual fund consolidated account statement portal and requested the latest statement using his father's PAN and registered email address and get the details of the investments. They further log into demat account and found that the contact details are correct, but registered email address is no longer in use. They verify the nominee details in the account and verify whether the correct bank account is linked to the demat account. He then checked whether all mutual fund SIPs were active. Nand explained, "Sometimes an SIP stops simply because the linked bank account changes or the ECS mandate expires. That's another reason to review your investments every year." While inputting information, they realize some statements are missing. Rather than searching through old physical files, they decide to use a consolidated account statement portal, which allows them to trace all mutual fund investments using the registered PAN. After completing the mutual funds and demat accounts section, Nand opened another worksheet in the Financial Information Register titled Pension Accounts. He created a new worksheet with the columns as account type, EPF, NPS, superannuation, pension plan, other, account number /PRAN, employer, if applicable, and other important details. By logging into the portal and requesting the latest statement, they quickly identify several funds that had been forgotten. This highlights why maintaining a consolidated financial register is essential, so investments are never lost simply because paperwork was misplaced. They discover that while the account is active, the father hasn't logged in for a long time. They decide it is crucial to verify the account's current status and holdings to ensure nothing is amiss. Nand said, "Everything looks fine," he said, "but your registered email address is outdated.
and updated the registered email address and also updated the nominee details in the account. Next, Nand checked the bank account linked to the pension. Nand smiled and said, "If the linked account becomes inactive or is closed, pension payments or withdrawals may be delayed." They then reviewed another important requirement. "Papa, since you're receiving a pension, have you submitted your life certificate this year?" His father paused. "I usually wait until the bank reminds me." Nand opened the pension portal and checked the status. The life certificate hasn't been submitted yet, and submitted the life certificate on the portal. He then downloaded the latest EPF passbook, NPS transaction statement, pension order, nomination confirmation, and pension payment details. Nand smiled. Retirement planning doesn't end at retirement. After completing the pension accounts worksheet, Nand opened another tab in the financial information register titled Credit Cards. His father opened a drawer and took out several credit cards. "I have cards from different banks. Some I use regularly, some I keep only for emergencies, and I'm not even sure whether one or two are still active." He created a new worksheet with the column Bank Name, Card Type, last 4 digits of card number, credit limit, and other important details. They logged into the credit card portals one by one and reviewed every account, and surprised to see a forgotten credit card which is still active. Nand replied, "An unused credit card can still generate annual charges or become a security risk if it's forgotten. Every active card should be reviewed regularly." As they continued, Nand noticed another issue. The email address recorded in the card details is not in use. Further, they checked the bank account details linked with the credit card for auto payment. Nand explained, "If that account has insufficient balance, the payment could fail, resulting in late payment charges, interest, and even affecting your credit score." Further, they mentioned the details of all the credit cards which have annual fees but are rarely used. His father said, "I never realized a forgotten card could quietly keep costing me money." Nand laughed. "Many people focus on earning reward points but forget to redeem them." Finally, they downloaded the latest statements, card agreements, reward summaries, and customer care details for each active credit card and saved them in the Financial Information Register folder. His father closed the laptop with a smile. "For years, I collected credit cards," Nand replied. "And today, we've made sure every card is accounted for, properly managed, and won't become an unexpected burden for you or the family." After completing the credit card worksheet, Nand opened another tab in the Financial Information Register titled Property Documents. He looked at his father with a smile. "Now, let's organize one of the family's most valuable assets, our property documents." His father walked to the old steel cupboard and carefully brought out a large brown envelope. Within a few minutes, the dining table was covered with sale deeds, property tax receipts, electricity bills, society documents, loan papers, building plans, and several other files. He created another worksheet with the column name, property type, residential/commercial/land, complete address, and other important details. As they began to enter the details, Nand noticed something unusual. "Papa, I can find the registered sale deed, but where is the encumbrance certificate?" His father looked puzzled. "I remember collecting it when we purchased the property, but I don't know where it is now." Nand smiled. "Don't worry. We'll prepare a checklist of all important property documents and identify anything that's missing." They carefully reviewed each file. Nand ticked off the documents they found. He added another action list. Locate missing property documents. Obtain certified copies if required. As they continued, Nand asked another question. "Papa, if someone in the family urgently needed these documents, would they know exactly where to find them?" His father looked around the room. "Probably not." Nand smiled. "Then let's record the exact storage location." He entered into the register. Original documents, home locker, top shelf, brown document file. He then scanned every important document and saved encrypted digital copies in a secure folder, with an additional backup stored on an external drive.
And further noticed that the property tax was paid for this year, but latest receipt is not available. Nand immediately downloaded the latest receipt from the municipal portal and updated the register. Then he checked whether the home loan had been fully closed. "The loan is repaid," his father said proudly. Nand asked, "Did you collect the original property documents and the no-due certificate from the bank?" His father paused. "I'm not sure." Nand explained, "After a home loan is closed, it's important to collect all original property documents, the loan closure letter, and the no objection/no-due certificate from the bank. Those documents prove that the property is free from the bank's charge." Finally, they saved scanned copies of the sale deed, tax receipts, approved plans, loan closure documents, society records, and other property papers in the Financial Information Register folder. After completing the property documents worksheet, Nand opened another tab in the Financial Information Register titled Gold and Valuable Assets. He looked at his father and smiled. "Now let's organize the assets that families often keep safely hidden, but rarely document." His father walked into the bedroom and returned with a small locker key. Opening the home locker, he carefully brought out several velvet pouches, jewelry boxes, a few gold coins, silver bars, and a folder containing valuation certificates. He created another worksheet with the column names Asset Type, Gold, Silver, Jewelry, Diamond, Watches, Other Valuables, Description, Quantity, Weight, and other important details. Further, Nand asked, "Papa, I can see the jewelry, but I don't see the purchase invoices." His father smiled awkwardly. "Some are so old that I don't know where the bills are." He added another action item. Mark, locate jewelry invoices. Mark, obtain valuation certificate for valuable items if required. Nand further asked his father, "Where exactly are these valuables kept?" His father pointed toward the cupboard. "Some are in the home locker, some are in the bank locker, and a few are kept separately." He entered the details into the register. Home locker, master bedroom. Bank locker, locker number 15245. Family safe, study room. As they reviewed the list, Nand noticed that one gold coin mentioned in an old invoice was missing. His father thought for a moment. "Oh, I had gifted that to your sister on her wedding." He immediately added another reminder. "View update the register whenever assets are bought, sold, or gifted." Next, Nand asked, "Papa, do you have a list of what is kept inside the bank locker?" His father shook his head. "I always remember it in my mind." Nand laughed. "Memory fades, documentation doesn't." Finally, they photographed each valuable item, scanned the available invoices and valuation certificates, and stored encrypted digital copies in the Financial Information Register folder, with a backup on an external drive. His father nodded proudly. "If my family ever needs these valuables, they won't have to search every cupboard and locker." After completing the Gold and Valuable Assets worksheet, Nand opened another tab in the Financial Information Register titled Loan Details. He looked at his father and smiled. "Now, let's organize your loans. Many people remember paying the EMI every month, but very few keep complete records of their borrowings." His father opened another file and placed several loan statements, sanction letters, EMI schedules, and bank correspondence on the dining table. Nand nodded. "Let's organize everything systematically." He created a new worksheet with loan type, home, vehicle, personal, gold, education, or other, lending bank or financial institution, loan account number, and other important details. As they started entering the information, Nand said, "Papa, I can see the sanction letter, but I can't find the latest loan statement." His father smiled. "I usually just pay the EMI every month. I rarely check the outstanding balance." Nand replied, "Let's download the latest statement directly from the bank." They logged into the bank's internet banking portal and downloaded the latest loan statement and amortization schedule. As they continued reviewing the documents, Nand asked, Papa, is the EMI still being deducted from your primary savings account? His father thought for a moment. I think it's still linked to the salary account I used before retirement. Nand added another reminder. Verify linked bank account for EMI. Next, Nand reviewed the interest rate. Papa, this home loan is on a floating interest rate. His father nodded. I've never checked whether the bank has reduced the rate. Nand explained. Whenever interest rates change, it's worth checking whether your loan reflects the latest rate or whether another lender is offering a significantly lower rate. Even a small reduction can save a substantial amount over the remaining tenure. They then moved to the vehicle loan file. His father smiled. That loan was closed years ago. Nand asked, did the bank return all the original documents and issue a no-due certificate? His father looked uncertain. I collected some papers, but I'm not sure whether everything is complete. He marked another reminder. Verify loan closure documents. As they continued, Nand noticed another point. Papa, this home loan has loan protection insurance. His father looked surprised. I had forgotten about that. Nand smiled. Let's record the insurer, policy number, coverage amount, and nominee as well. If something unexpected happens, your family should know this protection exists. He updated the register with all the insurance details. Finally, they downloaded the latest loan statements, sanction letters, EMI schedules, insurance documents, and loan closure papers, saving them in the Financial Information Register folder. His father looked at the neatly organized worksheet with satisfaction. For years, I thought paying the EMI on time was enough. Nand closed the laptop and smiled. Repaying a loan is important, but understanding your outstanding balance, interest rate, linked account, insurance coverage, and closure documents ensures your family always knows exactly where things stand. Nand opened another tab in the Financial Information Register titled Important Financial Contacts. He looked at his father and smiled. We've organized all your financial information. Now let's make sure the family knows whom to contact if they ever need help. Nand added, in an emergency, knowing the right person to call can save valuable time. His father reached into a drawer and pulled out a small diary filled with visiting cards collected over many years. He created another worksheet with the contact category, name, organization, and other important details. While entering details of the bank account manager, he got confused, and Nand immediately called the bank's branch and confirmed the relationship manager's latest contact details. As they continued, Nand picked up another card. This insurance advisor's phone number isn't working. Nand searched for the advisor's updated contact details and also recorded the insurance company's customer care number and claim helpline. Next, they reviewed the chartered accountant's details. Nand asked, Papa, if someone needed to file your income tax return or access your financial records, would they know who your CA is? His father shook his head. Probably not. Nand entered the CA's contact details, office address, and noted that the CA handled income tax returns, capital gains, and financial records. Then they moved to the lawyer's details. His father smiled. He prepared our property registration and will. Nand immediately recorded lawyer's name, office address, mobile number, email address, matters handled, property, will, legal documentation. He then asked another important question. Papa, if any of these professionals retire or change their contact details, how will the family know? His father laughed. I suppose they won't. He added another reminder. Review and update important contacts annually. Finally, Nand scanned all the visiting cards and saved digital copies in the Financial Information Register folder, along with a list of official customer care numbers, email addresses, and websites for every financial institution. After completing the important financial contacts section, Nand opened another worksheet in the Financial Information Registry titled Bond Investments. He looked at his father and smiled. Now let's organize your bond investments. They're often forgotten because they don't require frequent attention like mutual funds or shares. His father walked to the cupboard and brought out another folder labeled Investments. Inside were RBI bond certificates, a few tax-free bond statements, and several corporate bond documents. He smiled. I invested in these many years ago because they promised stable returns. But honestly, I don't remember when some of them mature. He created a new worksheet with the columns Bond Type, RBI Bond, Government Bond, Tax-Free Bond, Corporate Bond, Sovereign Gold Bond, Other, Issuer, Bond Number/Certificate Number, and other important details. As they started entering the information, Nand noticed something unusual. Papa, I can find the investment certificates, but I don't see the latest holding statements. His father smiled. I bought these bonds years ago and simply kept the certificates safely. I never checked them again. Nand replied, Let's verify everything with the issuing institution or through your DMAT account, so we have the latest information. They logged into the DMAT account and also downloaded the latest holding statements from the respective issuer's portal. After comparing the statements with the certificates, Nand noticed that one bond had already matured several months earlier. He looked at his father. Papa, this bond matured last year. Did you claim the redemption amount? His father looked surprised. I completely forgot about it. Nand smiled. That's why recording maturity dates is so important. A matured investment should never remain unattended. He immediately added another reminder. Review bond maturity dates annually. As we continued, Nand checked the bank account linked for interest payments. This bond still credits interest to your old salary account. His father laughed. I forgot to update it after retirement. Nand explained. If the linked account becomes inactive, you may miss interest payments or face unnecessary delays. Let's update it with your primary savings account. He added another action item. Verify linked bank account for interest credit.
Next, Nand reviewed the nominee details. Most of these bonds have nominees, but this corporate bond doesn't. His father looked puzzled. I assumed the nominee from my DMAT account would automatically apply. Nand smiled. Not always. Different investments may require nominee details to be updated separately. He added another reminder. Verify nominee for every bond investment. They then checked whether the registered mobile number and email address were still current. One issuer still had his father's old office email. Nand updated the register. Verify registered contact details. Finally, they downloaded the latest bond holding statements, interest payment history, redemption schedules, and nomination confirmations, saving them in the Financial Information Register folder. His father looked at the organized worksheet with satisfaction. I always thought bonds were the simplest investments. Nand smiled. They are simple, but they still need attention. Keeping track of maturity dates, interest payments, nominees, and contact details ensures your family receives every benefit without unnecessary delays. His father closed the folder proudly. I've invested in these bonds for financial stability. Nand nodded. And today, we've ensured those investments remain visible, organized, and easy for the family to manage. A forgotten bond is just like forgotten wealth. It helps no one until it's properly documented.
Nand then created a second page. This one is even more important. His father looked curious. What is it? Login information. They listed where each account was held and noted that usernames, passwords, and OTP methods should be stored securely using a trusted password manager or a sealed, regularly updated emergency record accessible to the appropriate family members. His father looked relieved. I never realized how much information was only inside my head. Nand smiled. That's true for many families. The wealth exists, but the information doesn't. His mother joined them with tea. Looking at the neatly arranged files, she smiled. This is the first time I've actually understood our family's finances. His father laughed. I always thought earning money was enough. Nand replied, earning wealth is only half the responsibility. Organizing it is the other half. His father closed the folder with satisfaction. You know, today I don't feel richer. Nand smiled. You are. His father looked puzzled. How? Because today your family knows where your wealth is. That knowledge itself is financial security. As they packed the organized files back into the cupboard, everything had a designated place, and one master document made it easy to locate every important financial record within minutes. His father smiled proudly. I spent decades building these assets. Nand replied, and today we made sure they can always be found, understood, and managed by the people who matter most.